number one is attitude. Attitude is absolutely everything. Your attitude determines your altitude. Your attitude determines who you're going to become in life, what you're going to achieve. It's not where you are, the environment you're in, the people you're around, the gifts, the luxuries that you have. It's this right here. It's this in your heart. It's your attitude. It's what you plan to do. It's what you want to achieve. It's how you look at the situation. So if you're a horrible player today, you can become a great player in the future if you have an attitude, a great attitude, a positive attitude. Now the problem is there's tons of talented, very skilled players out there who have horrible attitude. And personally, I think every coach would agree with this. They would much rather take a player with less quality but more attitude, great attitude, positive attitude, than a player with great skills, great quality, but a poor attitude. Okay? So number one, improve your attitude. How are you gonna do that? First of all, be extremely positive. No one wants to be around a negative player. No one wants to be around a negative person. You bring other people down, but more importantly, you bring yourself down. If you're positive, you look for the good in every situation. You look for the opportunities rather than the problems. Okay, so instead of always complaining about your problems, start solving your problems. Look for solutions. Look for things that you can do, how you can get the most out of every situation. Okay, so number one is your attitude. Before we jump to the next skill, I want to add a few more things about attitude because it really is so important. Remember, attitude is everything. So here are 3 ideas that you can use to make sure you have a great attitude other than being really positive and looking for solutions instead of problems. Okay? So first, I want you to be open to criticism. If you think you're the best, you're obviously not. If you think you know everything, you obviously don't. Be open to criticism. Be open to advice from other people. You may not always like what they have to say, but you have to listen to it, okay? The more you open your mind to other people's advice or other ideas, new ideas, and understand that you don't always know the best way. You're always learning. You're always looking for new ideas. If you're open, you're gonna keep growing. If you're closed off and you think you're the best, you think you know everything, you can only get this good, okay? When you're open to criticism, the sky is the limit on how great you can become. Next, I need you to take responsibility for your performances. Take responsibility for how you play on that day, how you play in practice, how you played the whole season. If you're playing poorly, it's no one else's fault but your own. It's not your coach's fault for not putting you in the game. It's not your teammates' fault for not passing you the ball. It's not the referee's fault for making a bad call. Okay, take responsibility for the way you play. Take responsibility for the results that you get on the field. Finally, when it comes to attitude, you need to stay in control. You stay in control of the way you think, the way you react. Things aren't always gonna go well on the field. You're gonna make mistakes, your teammates are gonna make mistakes, the ref's gonna be against you, everything's gonna go against you. But how do you react to that situation? Do you remain positive? Do you look for those solutions that we talked about? Or do you complain? Do you give up early? And do you just blame it on someone else, okay? Stay in control of the way you think and the way you play.